morning students. Today I will explain the shape of total product, average product and marginal product. So what is the definition of total product? Previous class I told you that total product means the total quantity produced with the help of inputs during a given period of a time. So total products, we have seen total quantity, and inputs means here we have seen that two types of factors, variable factors and fixed factors. Variable factors means labor, wages, and fixed factors means land. So with the help of this fixed and variable factors, so when the total quantity of a commodity produced within a given period of a time, it is known as total product. So what will be the shape of the total product? For these purposes, I have made a schedule for total product, and with the help of this schedule, I am going to draw the diagrams what will be the shape of the total product curve. So here is a schedule for total product curve. So unit of labor 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So total labors are 8 labors here, and total product I have written here 0 unit labor means there is no labor, so no production, 0 production, and 1 labor produces 4 units of a commodity. We assume here wheat production, so 1 labor produces 4 kilo wheat, 2 labors produces 10, 3 labors 18, 4 labors 24, 5 labors 28, 6 labors 30, 7 labor 30, and 8 labors 28. So here the total production structure, labor given, and the land is a fixed factor, that's why I am not writing here land column, because here we assume the 1 acre land, so land is fixed, and only the variable factors here labor. So from this schedule I am going to draw the diagram. So first you see that 0, 0, 1, 4, 2, 10. 1 labor produces 4 kilo, 2 labor produces 10 kilo. So here production increases 4 to 10. So production increases increasing rate. 3 labors produces 18 kilo. So here 10 to 18. The difference is 10 to 18, 8. 4 to 10, difference is 6. So 0 to 4, 4. 4, 6, 8. So production increases increasing rate. Next, 4 labors produces 24. 5 labors 28. So 24 to 28, gap 4. 5, 30, 28 to 32. So here 24 to 30, we have seen the production increases diminishing rate. And next, 8 labors produces 28. So production is negative, means 30 to 28 decreases. So here 3 phase we have seen. So first, with the help of this schedule, now I am going to draw the diagram. So first 0, 0. Now start 0. 1 labor 4 units. 1 labor 4 units. So you divided x and y axis. Unit of labor 1 to 8. 1 to 8 labors. So here x axis labors are given, and total product measured y axis. So the highest value is 30. That's why you divide the line 3, 6, 9. So I have taken here 3 gaps. So now 3 to 30. Next 0, 0, 1, 4. 1 labor 4 production. 2 labor 10. 2 labors 10. Now 3 labors 18. 3 labors 18. 4 labors 24, 4 labors 24, 5 28, 5 labors 28, 6 labors 30, 6 labors 30, 7 labors 30, 7 labors 30, and 8 labors 28, 8 labors 28. So now at this point, at this point, and we have seen the shape of the TP. TP first increases, increasing rate, then diminishes, and then falls. These 2 points are constant. A, B, C point. Now write here P, Q, R, S. P, Q, R, S and B, C, and this D, point D. So from this diagram, it is clear that TP first increases 0 to Q portion, 0 to Q, this portion represent increases increasing rate, increases increasing rate. Next, we have seen from this portion represent increases diminishing rate. And this portion constant, BC constant, and CD, this portion represent negative or false. So three phase I have drawn here, 0 to Q, R to B, BC to B, BC constant, and D represents false. So from this schedule is 0 to 18, increasing rate, production increases, production increases, increasing rate, production increases, diminishing rate, arrow, down arrow means diminishing, upward arrows means increasing rate, and this portion negative. So three phases we have seen, the schedule and also from diagram. The shape of the TP is inverse S shape. So the shape of TP inverse S shape. This is the shape of the TP curve. Now next I am going to draw the average product curve. What will be the shape of AP?